Love Movement Light. And we say, Dineo chose the first song and Lerato chose the second song.
And you were right, Lerato, when you said it goes with the weather, whether you have a person or not.
Or not. And if you don't have a person or you are running the risk of losing a person, don't worry. On the Metro FM Love Movement Light, we have a solution for you. It's called Ask a Man.
And don't let weather you down.
Absolutely. 089-110-3377. Give us a call. True story. South Africa's favorite time of the day actually is this part of the day right here on Metro FM. Time for Ask a Man. Indaba zabantu, not in a bad way, but in the most positive way you could possibly think of. We get stuck in life. None of us are immune to having relationship problems. None of us are immune to having emotional breakdowns because of relationship problems. And we always say here on Ask a Man, sometimes it takes more than cheating to actually drive a wedge between yourself and your partner. Cheating is not the only thing that can go wrong in a relationship. 089-110-3377. Anonza, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Well, thanks, and yourself, Sister Queen. Are you well? How are you feeling? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
No, don't be.
You'll be absolutely fine. You're in safe hands. Somizi is here to advise, not judge. The Naked DJ is here to advise, not judge. The country is on standby to share their opinions, also as well as their heartfelt advice. And Lerato and myself as well. Talk to us.
Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. So my problem is I'm involved with two guys. And now the problem is, let me just go with the first guy's story and then go with the second guy's story.
Okay.
So the first guy, we dated, right, for about 4 years now. But the problem is, ever since I've dated him, he's sold me a false image of himself, firstly. Secondly, he's got me into deep debt. Like, I can't do anything financially for me because every time he needs something, I need to do it, right? Because we're both working. But every time there's something, I need to be the one who assists him. But he does work. He has a job. And it's starting to frustrate me because now I'm even emotionally out of the relationship emotionally, because even if we are together, there's not much conversation. I'm not happy with him, right?
Okay, stand aside.
But now, the thing is, the only problem that I have with the first guy is that we were so in love for the first couple of years that we met that he promised to pay lobola for me, right? Then he did pay the lobola, but in paying the lobola, I was the one who paid the money. He did save up some money, but then when it came to the day of the lobola, he said he doesn't have the money. So I had to go to the bank and pay the lobola for him.
You?
Right? So I paid half of the amount because I said, no, I'll pay half and then the rest, you figure out what to do. So basically my family knows the first guy. I never told this to anyone. Right? Then a year later, I met the second guy. Right? Now I have a very strict family. The second guy is a divorcee. Right? And we dated for about a year. Now he wants to take things seriously because he wants us to move in together. He even bought an apartment saying that he's prepared. But I move in with him and forget about the other guy. But now there's also a baby involved, right?
With the other guy?
I later fell pregnant, but the baby is not with the guy that paid lobola. It's with the other guy, right?
Are you pregnant now?
No, I already gave birth. Yes. So the child is like 4 months now. So the other guy wants his baby. He wants to commit to me. He wants to do things right. But now I'm stuck because the first guy already came to the parents, paid the lobola, which is now I'm confused. I don't know what to do because now I'm not in the relationship emotionally, but now I'm scared of what the parents might think and what the people might think about me in my decision. And it's going to be very difficult because the second guy is a divorcee.
Okay. And the divorce has been finalized, ne?
Yes.
Okay.
You've seen the decree?
Anonymous?
Anonymous?
Hello?
Have you
Yes.
seen the divorce decree?
Sorry?
Have you seen the divorce decree?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Good.
Great.
The guy's been to court. I know everything about it.
Okay.
Great. Good stuff.
A quick clarification. I need some clarity on the first guy. Ne? You said he sold you dreams.
Yes.
Do you care to give like a quick, short example of what dreams he sold?
The first time I met him, he was driving a Range Rover.
Mm.
He took me out to hotels.
Mm.
He was there for me financially and emotionally. It's not only about the finance, but he was there financially and emotionally. He was a guy who cared. And the next thing, I found out the Range Rover is not his. Now, can I please finance him and buy a car for him? Can I, things like that. Now, all of a sudden in this relationship, no, I don't have money for groceries. Please help me. No, I just got paid two days ago, but the money is, I don't have money. Can you please assist me with 2,000 rand? You know, things like that. So it's a situation like that.
When your families judge your partners, so they are divorcees, you know, when they judge them about their previous lives, do you then stand up and say, yeah, but Mina, I am currently dating two men at the same time? Does that make me a better person? Because these things must be on that like even plane, you know? Do you come out and tell your family that you're not as innocent as they might think you are, or it's just fine when other people are judged and you're not?
But she hasn't done it.
I really don't know, because I'm like the innocent girl of the family.
Okay.
I'm the perfect girl.
Okay.
You're
The aunts
perceived.
love me, everyone. So now it's like, now this disappointment and the child is involved. And now I'm confused. I don't know. I'm afraid of disappointing everybody. And it's like probably the first time disappointing everyone.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
30.
Anonza, I just want to get an understanding of your scenario. I want to bring it all the way down, right? So basically, you lobolad yourself, you married yourself and fell pregnant with another man's child. And the problem is what exactly?
The problem is I want to leave the first relationship because it's frustrating me and I want to move on. But how do I go about doing it? What do I do? Am I being selfish to the other guy? Am I supposed to help him? Because now he's lobolad me and now we are family. We are family now. Now, is it okay for me to help him when he needs help? But it's too much now because he doesn't do anything for me. We don't go on holidays. We don't go on romantic dinners. He just does not have money.
Okay. Here's what I think, my angel. Ne? Anonymous, Melanie?
Yes.
Okay. Everything that you've just told us, everything that you've just told us right now, sit down with the family and tell it like you've just told us. Honestly, sit down with your family and tell them like you've just told us. It is not going to do you any good by living a lie. You're going to live a lie for the rest of your life, one. But also, the guy, and I'm not saying what you did was right, but the guy is getting what he deserved. Law, the first one, number one.
Is the first one the one who lied about
about everything?
Okay.
Everything.
Yes.
To a point where you even loboled yourself. If you make your family aware that, tell them what you try to be perfect, and if they know what the meaning of unconditional love is, they will respect you for coming clean. One. Forget about what people are gonna say. Everybody has dead bodies in their graveyards. Everybody has skeletons in their wardrobes. Everybody. I don't care who you are. Nifunda iti ongena ini spec.
I'm a specs.
Speaker.
No.
No. Spectacles.
Before you take the wood out of my thing, you check the spec of wood.
Splinter.
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, jeez.
Instead we can't say in English.
That thing, yes.
Yes. So basically, iti, who hasn't sinned can throw the first stone.
He who has no sin, throw the first stone.
Yes.
But I'm also scared that yes, the second guy divorced his wife, and
Yeah.
I wasn't the one who pushed him.
Yes.
It was a decision they both made because
Yeah.
the wife was tired of the marriage, and so he decided to move on with me,
Yeah.
right?
So
But
After-
were you wait? Were you in the picture?
No, I was I was not in the picture. I came in the picture when the relationship was
When did
they
you
were
come?
they were separating.
Okay. So what are you scared
Yeah, the
about?
other one was living their own life, and the other one was living their own life.
Okay. What are you scared about?
So I came in the relationship.
Anonymous.
Now I'm scared that what if the guy who divorced his wife goes back to his wife, because there's a saying that once you marry someone, then
Oh
they,
my
they
gosh.
Then you're not telling us the truth. Then
Anonza,
Yes.
the guy who did you pay lobola for?
the first guy.
it's the
The guy
first
who
guy.
lied. So listen
Yes.
here.
But wait.
listen,
But can we
yes.
clear that up? Because at the end, Anonymous, you came back to say now he has paid Lobola. So has he paid back the money?
No, he hasn't. He told me that he would
Okay.
pay. He lied to me. He said that he will pay back the money in cash and stuff, but he didn't.
So here's the thing, Anonymous. You have a tendency to be gullible, woman to woman.
Yeah.
You need to be able to discern a wolf in sheepskin that is a man in your life from the get-go. You understand? The moment you realize that he was lying about certain layers of his life, you should have realized that here I am dealing with a man who has got social insecurity problems.
con.
Yabo, you understand? A con. Yabo? Let's
A
start
con.
there. Yeah, a con.
Okay,
But
guys,
listen, on a
stop
serious
making
tip,
everything a joke.
On a serious tip, Anonza, you have a tendency to be gullible very, very quickly and very easily. This guy lied to you over and over again, and then you reduced. You know, there's some sort of dignity, and there's some sort of responsibility, and there's some sort of lessons that come and pride that comes with a man working hard to prove to a woman's family that in marriage I'll be able to take care of this woman. The responsibility and the onus is not on you, ukipa ilobola, yena, otata umfazi, mele amlobolele. You understand? And now when we do such things for men, we literally take away the lessons that they should be learning in being responsible providers, so to speak, in our lives. You understand? Particularly the way you did yours and such. Particularly for a man who's not trustworthy, who is not worthy of you playing that role to begin with. There's
Hold
nothing
on.
wrong with people planning their
Dineo,
financial futures together.
I think you are missing the big point here.
What is
She
the big
has
point?
two men, but you are attacking another man for
I'm
not being
attacking.
trustworthy.
No, I'm not attacking.
Who is
No, I'm
no?
not
They are
attacking.
both not trustworthy.
I'm not attacking.
Anonymous, you are not trustworthy either. You have two men.
I'm not
The one
attacking.
and the one that you want to let go of is the one that you said it does not have money. Now the one you want to take is the one with money, which is that plain and simple. If you cannot be with a broke man, then go be with your rich guy. But at the end of the day, stop pointing fingers about morals and putting other people down for not being to your standards, because your standards are not as high too. You are here and you are, you are saying you are there are two men that you have actually
Deceived.
promised and deceived. You are the same as,
There's a baby
you know,
as well in the picture.
exactly. And there's a baby in the picture. So can we not look down at the man? But sometimes in life, you have to look at yourself first. And maybe all these things are happening because of the kind of person that you are. When you noticed, Uguti, this person had deceived you and sold you a lie, this is when you should have sat down and said, I do not want to be in this relationship. Done. You find yourself at, with these problems right now because you've got too much on your plate, right? And you know what? I do feel sorry for you that you were deceived, because that is wrong. That should never happen. But you being deceived should have not led you into now becoming the deceiver, because now God, it does not give you the blessings that he should have given you when you were being deceived. Now, because you have also wanted to play in the filth and juggle many men, your blessings go away too. And you find yourself with these problems where when you are faced with one challenge, you sort out that first challenge. And instead of sorting out the first challenge, you've actually piled on more challenges into your life. So when something bad happens to you, do not become the bad person as well and hope to find blessings by being a messed up person. So actually sit the first guy down and say, this is what you have done. And he'll know that he needs to pay for his sins because he lied to you, he deceived you, and he actually trapped you in giving you a baby. You know?
I blame.
And then the second guy, sit him down too and say, look, I've been seeing the both of you, and this is why I've been seeing the both of you, but maybe in life I do want to change and become a better person. I should not be seeing two men at the same time. Because at the end of the day, when I am being looked at, I'm not as innocent as I am selling myself to my family, to my friends, to my peers, to, whoever else. So, okay, I think I've spoken too much.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. You've
you
actually
haven't.
said a good
Yeah.
mouthful. You've said a very, very good mouthful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Anonymous, come clean to your family, number one. You need to come clean, and coming clean will help you become a better person, because now you have nothing else to hide and no one else will judge you. And even if they do, as long as your family has accepted you and you are able to move on. And also I blame Ubusiswa for this.
Why?
Because we should not
Ungiyaphi?
bazithengela ne-champagne bazikhuphela nelobolo uzobona.
Wow.
Yo.
All right. We're going to be taking your calls 089-110-3377. Thank you, Anonymous, for your call. Have you perhaps been in a similar situation as Anonymous? Maybe you've got better advice for her. Please call us. We're also going to be reading your tweets. Don't go.
A little too much control can create problems in a relationship. I think also to a degree, we as women must remember that our culture needs to be preserved. 10:40 on the dot, 089-110-3377. Your headlines with Khopedi Dilogwe after these.
In our headlines, the trial of Pastor Timothy Amatosho has been delayed in the High Court in Port Elizabeth, and the screening of the coronavirus has been discontinued at the Bay Bridge border post in Messina, Limpopo. Details coming up at 11.
We're taking a look at your tweets now on hashtag Ask a Man, as well as your calls on 089-110-3377. We're going to go straight to the phone lines with Anonymous. Anonza, good morning.
Good morning. Anonymous, good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning.
I want to tell you that I've been very, very blessed by your program.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate you.
Glad.
I've had a very big emotional turmoil, but it's been helping me a lot.
Oh, that's what we're here for. Appreciate it.
I obviously have a bigger problem than the one I'm phoning through right now, but I just want to be in response to the lady that just was on the radio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was involved with a guy, I was very much in love with him. We were going to really, do so much in life, have the whole marriage thing, etc. He had nothing. And then I found out that there was actually a baby mama, which had been with her as well. And so I then said, well, this was the end of the road. So I went and, was very unhappy and looked for someone else, got involved with another guy. Similar story. So, but now I'm torn. I was going to leave the first one to go to be with the second one, but then out of pity for the first guy, because he's got nothing, I have stuck in a relationship with two men. So I know I need to leave one to be with another one and be loyal to one person. But when you have pity for someone, how does one walk away and deal with that? So my advice for this lady, because I know the turmoil I'm going through, and there's a much bigger story here, which I hope one day I can phone through and someone get advice from people,
Definitely.
is that she needs to just walk away from them both for her own sanity, because I feel like I'm going out of my mind. She needs to just walk away.
All right.
There
Thank
we
you
go.
very
Thank
much,
you so much, Anonymous, for sharing with us. We're going to go to Ermela now with Anonza. Anonza, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thanks, and yourself.
I'm fine, thank you.
What advice do you have for Anonymous this morning?
First of all, the way she's starting this whole thing, karma, Dineo.
Yeah, what
how
Naked
you
was
get
talking
in,
about.
indlela ongena ngayo, indlela ophuma ngayo. So already the tone that she said is not good. And another thing, she mustn't be deceived by this divorcee doing everything. because it might be the very same thing that, you know what, akanamali, le mali ayilandelayo ayikho. I was married myself. I'm going through a divorce. But my husband had a mistress. The mistress did not know Gutigini. I'm the one who's providing everything. When he left, he went through credit cards, everything. Now she's calling me saying, this guy, loan, business or whatever, not knowing So what I'm saying is, first of all, she must find herself and know what she wants, because it seems like Impilo is defined by a man. In order for her to have something, and that is very wrong. Let her find herself before she jumps into another relationship.
All right, thank you very much, Anonymous, on that one. Let's move over to your tweets using the hashtag #AskAman. I've got a couple of tweets here. Mashken says, I need the muti that the first guy used on Anonza. So strong that it makes a woman pay for her own lobola. So cute. Klola Nukani says, I'm sensing some gold digger tendencies. Apa, #AskAman. Shabistorm Jake says, comparison is not good at all. Don't ever compare individuals and stop seeing both of them and start afresh with someone else on a clean slate. So what our previous caller was somehow saying. Dr. Ayodele says, what happened to letting people meet us for who we really are? Guys, stop selling dreams and creating problems for our ladies. And ladies, the more you make your decision on material things, guys will keep selling you dreams. Anonza, if you smart, take the advisors from the house. No nka zimulo nkazi _greatness says, ladies, can we respect ourselves, please? A man must feel the sweat and grind for every cent towards lobola. Some things don't need assistance, really. This is one of them. Kaukelo _K says, well said, Naked DJ. She just has to come clean and leave the first guy since, well, she is not happy. Vivi says, ladies, if a man wants to marry you, please let him do everything himself. This means Anonza married herself. And Mandla Kakane says, what is the difference between lobola and marriage? Most women don't seem to recognize ilobola.
Interesting. Look, Naked said a lot, and a lot of valid truths was spat on air just now. I just want to say I was not attacking the guy Naked. The point I was trying to make is that our culture needs to be preserved. I was trying to send a message to women that, even as a mother, when the kids go to school and they have sports day, I can only be there to support them as a parent. I can't run the race for them. I can't play the game for them. We can't be on the field as parents for the children. They need to do it themselves so that they can learn lessons that empower them and that make them better human beings. Now, when we are paying lobola for men, then what lesson are they learning to stand on their own and be respectful members of this family unit, to say, Ndizawusebenza, I'll do whatever it takes. I will fight this battle and I will prove myself to be a co-provider in this relationship, you understand? Because he can't be a woman on my behalf and I can't be a man on his behalf. We really need to take preservation of our culture seriously. Albeit that in relationships, yes, we may have certain agreements with our partners and support each other in unique ways, and who's to say who makes the rules? But uzkuphela ilobola, it's a trend of late, and I think it's a dangerous trend. I think it's a very, very dangerous trend where our culture is concerned. I think
Anonymous played a dangerous game from the get-go. Yeah. If you actually picked up on the little things, even another tweet picked it up. Yeah, he had a Range Rover. He was taking me to hotels. So all those things are,
shallow.
I don't want to read. Yeah, they're very shallow. And the things that, why she married, you could tell why she wanted this guy. And it was sort of desperation, where to a certain point where you're like, no maganjani kipela nam ilobolo. So I do completely agree with you. I think another reason why I flared up a little bit was, even though the guy was being deceptive, we kind of were like, we overlooked that Anonymous is being deceptive, duplicitous right now to both these men.
Oh, I like that
so
word.
I love what Somizi said. Uguti, let he without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah.
And I think that's why she didn't peep that jewel, because those were profound words. She's sinning. She's doing exactly the same thing the other guy is doing. But why should we look at her in a better position? If you are a liar, you are the same as the man that you are leaving. In fact, they deserve each other.
So, Mizi?
All right. I think it's
Somizi, hold on 1 second. Yes, go ahead.
All right. So I'm thinking, like, we focused on what happened. Let's focus on what we suggest should happen
Moving forward.
moving forward. I think caller number 2 hit it on the head, like nailed it. Leave both. Leave both. And I'll tell you why. Because the other one is lying. The other one is just being divorced and blah blah and so forth and so on. And the other one impregnated you and allowed you to lie to the other one. So when you leave the first one, trust me, he's gonna have the same insecurities. Uguti, how I got you, chances are is how I'm gonna lose you. And now how you got him, chances are is how you're gonna lose him. So it's a messy situation, and there's an opportunity to start from scratch. From scratch, tell him the other one, Uguti, he's not the father. The one knows that he's the father. All he needs to do is to maintain the child. Because I don't see them having a healthy relationship. But hey, it is entirely up to you. But caller number 2, you were so spot on.
Okay.
Sure. And Karma, ne?
Well, I don't really have much to say today, but I see. I think I might just take a different angle, or maybe not, because I was going to actually talk about the people that are lashing out at Anonymous for paying ilobola, but I'm going to keep everything towards myself. Thank you for your calls. Another day.
George Michael, Careless Whisper, taking us to top of the hour. So here's a reminder for you to dare to ponder like a millionaire in the making. Today, this Tuesday, you can play Powerball and Powerball Plus for a total estimated jackpots of 100 million rand. That's an estimated 42 million rand on Powerball and an estimated 58 million rand on Powerball Plus. Buy your tickets now from participating retailers, the National Lottery website, and their mobile application. Panda Pusha Play. Remember, play is